Welcome to Underrated Democracy.
The opposition
is not worth the cost. According to the National Payroll Institute, there is a, quote, financial storm gathering. They also describe it as a national emergency, as 63% of Canadians are spending their entire paycheck, and 30%, are spending more than their paycheck, forced to eat up their savings or go into debt. Will the Prime Minister reverse his inflationary debt and taxes so that Canadians can eat, heat, and house themselves?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
So we shouldn't be investing to have Canadians' backs through the pandemic, that we shouldn't be there for families. And they continue to say we shouldn't be sending low and middle income Canadians support to send their kids to the dentist. We're going to continue to be there for Canadians because we know people are facing challenging times because of the global context. That's why we're building thousands more homes by cutting the GST on construction of new apartments. We're creating thousands of good middle class jobs and cleaning our environment with projects like Northvolt in Quebec. And we're making life more affordable for Canadians by working to stabilize grocery prices and having delivered the grocery rebate. We've got lots more to do, and we're going to keep doing it for Canadians.
Hear, hear. Please don't keep doing anything he's doing, Mr. Speaker. In fact, he talks about grocery prices. A month ago, he held a big photo op where he claimed that he would stabilize grocery prices before Thanksgiving. Well, the news is out that a Thanksgiving turkey now costs as much as $120 for one. Wow. Mr. Speaker, it is now 6 days until Thanksgiving. Will the Prime Minister promise to bring the price of turkey back down to normal levels before people eat the turkey on Monday?
I would like to remind members to please wait until the Speaker has recognized them before starting your answer or asking your question. The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. A number of weeks ago, our Minister of Industry brought together the heads of all the large grocery chains in Canada to address directly the challenges of Canadians facing around high food prices. It is not right that Canadians be as squeezed as they are right now, and that's why we're taking action. We continue to also take action on investing in housing as Canadians need more and more supply, which is why we've eliminated the GST on new rental construction, why we've incentivized communities to move forward on greater densification. We're continuing to respond to the needs of Canadians.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
That wasn't his promise. His promise wasn't to have meetings and to read off talking points. His promise was an affordable Thanksgiving. Well, Thanksgiving is now 6 days away, and turkeys are going for $120, Mr. Speaker. $120 at some outlets. Canadians cannot afford to eat, heat, or house themselves. So can he tell us, given that it was his promise to create an affordable Thanksgiving dinner, how much will that dinner cost an average family of four this Monday? How much?
Le très honorable Premier ministre.
Mr. Speaker, as we've seen consistently, Canadians are facing real challenges. That is why we have consistently stepped up with measures to support Canadians, whether it's bringing in a reduction of 50% on childcare, which Conservatives campaigned against, that has saved thousands of dollars a year to many families, whether it's moving forward with a grocery rebate, whether it's moving forward with dental benefits for low-income and middle-income families that can't offer those to their kids. These are things that Conservatives voted against. We will continue to be there. We're working with the large grocery companies to increase competition and stabilize food prices.
L'honorable député de La Prairie.
The Honourable Member for La Prairie. Mr. Speaker, Statistics Canada revealed last week that there were nearly 500,000 non-permanent residents in Quebec in July, an increase of more than 150,000 over a year ago. This increase is Ottawa's responsibility. We may be the most welcoming people in the world in Quebec, the most open to immigration, but at some point you've got to face facts. We just can't handle 500,000 non-permanent residents. Public services can't keep up. Will the government finally revisit its targets sensibly so we can settle these people properly? The Right Honourable Prime Minister. Mr. Speaker, we know full well that immigration is essential to help businesses find workers they need, but also to grow our economy. We will continue to strengthen our system for the sake of communities all across the country, including Francophone communities. This is good not only for our economy, but also for the future of our communities. We will continue to work with the government of Quebec to ensure that we can resettle people here and get them to work and make the country more prosperous for everyone. The Honourable Member for La Prairie. Mr. Speaker, the Quebec Immigration Minister, Christine Fréchette, has called on the federal government to wake up. She says these numbers are a game changer. Mr. Speaker, Quebec controls its permanent immigration, not its temporary immigration. That's up to the federal government. With 500,000 non-permanent residents in Quebec alone, the pressure is getting to be too much for our education system and our capacity to enculturate and house people. Will the government lower its targets? The Right Honourable Prime Minister. Mr. Speaker, I would recommend to my friend that he listen to what businesses and universities and communities are saying all across Quebec. They need workers. They want to bring people in from all around the world, and they want to enculturate them and foster their success. We will continue to work hand in hand with the Government of Quebec to create a more prosperous future for all Quebecers and all Canadians.
The Honourable Member from Vancouver East.
Canadians are struggling to keep a roof over their heads. Whether you're a senior being rental evicted, someone who is unhoused in an encampment, or a young family dreaming of owning their own home. The Liberals claim they want to see more affordable homes built faster. Yet it is the Liberals who have rejected offers of municipal land and provincial and territorial money from British Columbia and Nunavut to build homes. So talk is cheap. Empty promises won't house people. Will the Prime Minister commit to funding these projects to build homes family desperately need?
Mr. Speaker, I'm pleased to announce that recently, alongside British Columbia and the City of Vancouver, the member for Vancouver Centre announced the groundbreaking for the construction of 154 new affordable housing units close to transit. This new building in the heart of Davie Village will also house Community, a non-profit org providing access to safe and secure services for individuals and families living with HIV/AIDS. This is what we can accomplish when we work together, ensuring Vancouverites can live close to where they work and access the